Good morning, and thank you very much for joining us. I am Yori Folarin. Events are in top gear in Abuja, all leading towards the 29th, which is going to be the inauguration. But today in Abuja is the investiture of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his running mate, the President-elect and Vice President-elect, respectively, where they are being conferred with the honor of. In the case of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Grand Commander of the Federal Republic, and in the case of his deputy, GCON. We're over to Abuja now. We'll come back and we'll look at our program in due course.
Introduced by this administration has opened up opportunities for increased delivery of electricity to undeserved homes and industries. We are also executing a number of critical projects through the Transmission, Rehabilitation and Expansion Program, which will result in achieving the national goal of improved power supply by 2020. To achieve this laudable objective, the following projects are being implemented to increase generation capacity. Zungero Power Plant, which is almost completed, and also Katsina Wind Farm Project at 97% of completion. Furthermore, to boost transmission and distribution, the 57.7 kilometer 132 kVA DC line from Yendev to Apio and 65.99 kilometer 33 kV single circuit line to Kashambila village are at the advanced stage of completion. This is expected to add 40 megawatts to the national grid. The first phase of the engineering or energizing education program implemented in 7 states is ongoing. The second phase, which is specifically focused at education and health institutions, has commenced in institutions benefiting from it. This administration achieved 100% completion of 6 projects under the Energizing Economies program in 5 states, including Lagos, which has 2 projects, Abia, Kano, Ogun, and Ondo states. It is important to state at this junction the partnership of the federal government and Siemens AG through the Presidential Power Initiative to increase electricity generation to 25,000 megawatts in 6 years, that it is on course. 9 of the powerful or power transformers out of the 10 contracted have arrived at the end of 2022. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you will recall that President Muhammadu Buhari signed the much-awaited Petroleum Industry Bill into law on 16th of August 2021. The Act provides legal governance, regulatory and fiscal framework for the Nigerian petroleum industry, as well as the development of the host communities and related matters. That is being implemented, and the unbundling of the National Petroleum Corporation Limited has been undertaken. And with the recent commissioning of a private intervention, the Dangote refinery, the largest single-train refinery in Africa, with a capacity of 650,000 barrels per day, is a testament of our commitment. We stand poised on the precipice of an era where our petroleum industry thrives, guided by a visionary framework that ensures fairness, efficiency, and sustainability. Your Excellency, we have also been very proactive in the area of strengthening our security. The Air Force, under the leadership of President Muhammadu Buhari, has acquired 39 brand new aircrafts and expecting more. The Navy has commissioned several platforms. The naval bases have been established in different parts of the country. To further reinforce civil security, 30,000 policemen have been recruited between the years 2020, 2021, and 2022. The Social Investment Program is on course with its recruitment of 1.5 million persons in the Power Scheme. I'm glad to announce that the National Social Register has captured 47 million Nigerians, exceeding our target with 2 million persons. Following the passage of the National Health Act, we have committed to ensure universal coverage that has started and it is continuing. The introduction of the insurance arm of the Basic Healthcare Fund and the signing of the Mandatory Health Insurance Act by the President has resulted in the registration of over 16 million persons. It is gratifying to note that 7,650 primary health facilities have been accredited and equipped by the Primary Healthcare Development Agency. In the education sector, we have made remarkable progress, and this can be seen from the records of school turnout and enrollments. In the digital economy, which is gradually becoming the lifeline of every economy, the government recorded an increase in broadband coverage across the country from 33.7% in 2019 to 100% coverage in 2022. This was achieved through the deployment of Starlink internet services across the country, which has helped bridge the existing internet connectivity gap across rural communities in Nigeria, where other network operators could not deploy their services. I must at this point acknowledge the states that made this great feat possible by enforcing the 145 linear meter right-of-way charge. The multiplier effort or effect on the economy is unimaginable. 4G penetration across the country has also increased from 23% in 2019 to 80.86% as at Q4 2022. And yet again, this has been attributed to the increase in the number of users of G4 technology in most states in the country. Undoubtedly, we really can't go very far without each other. As a credit of this investment, the agriculture sector has also experienced phenomenal growth. Today, at the click of in the bid to strengthen the culture of performance management and sustain the enormous gains achieved, this government issued Executive Order Number 13 of 2022 to institutionalize the Central Delivery Coordinating Unit with the sole aim of tracking and supporting the implementation of presidential priorities, programs, and projects. The activation of the delivery unit has created a heightened culture of transparency and accountability in the entire system of government, ensuring razor-sharp focus on the delivery of agreed priorities, which has led to effective delivery of services that our citizens most rightly deserve. Today, at the click of a button, you can access government programs, policies, and projects with their costs on the internet. Mr. President, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude, it is important to provide some context to the handover documents that President Muhammadu Buhari will be presenting to the President-elect, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, today. The Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, with the support of our technical partners, via a presidential directive, set up the delivery unit to enable the tracking of ministerial deliverables and the 9 priority areas. These were then signed onto by all ministers and permanent secretaries as performance bonds with the President. And since 2019 to date, the Buhari administration, with the support of our technical partners, have held annual ministerial retreats to review the ministerial deliverables and also assess the stage of their completion and the impact on the Nigerian people. These working documents were developed in view of the desire of President Muhammadu Buhari to ensure that His Excellency President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his team have all the information required to make a quick start with the business of governance. For the records, 3 documents will be presented to to the President-elect this morning. The first is a briefing note on each of the 9 priority areas, covering all sectors. The briefs are intended to provide relevant information that will help the new administration understand the peculiarities of each sector, including key issues within the sector that need immediate attention, highlights of quick wins, and mapping of the efforts of the Buhari administration in the areas where it finds alignment with the renewed hope agenda of the incoming administration. The novelty about this, Your Excellency, Mr. President, and the President-elect, is that we took the renewed hope agenda and aligned it with the 9 priority areas. And where there are gaps, we indicated the gaps. And where there are improvements based on the renewed hope agenda, we indicated it and we stated what are the quick wins, what can be deferred for the future. So this is a comprehensive document you are receiving this afternoon. It's a combination of the effort of the President Muhammadu Buhari administration aligned with your vision for Nigeria. The briefs also provide key recommendations on how to improve sector outcomes. The second document you'll be receiving, Your Excellency, this afternoon is a compendium which comprehensively captures the priority programs and projects implemented by the Buhari administration towards achieving the 9 priority areas. It displays a trend of analysis of annual budget performances from 2019. Every year, what is the budget performance? 80%, 100%, 50%, as achieved through the mandate of the 9 priority areas. Each ministry is catalogued into that, and a summary of the ministerial performance and scorecard for each ministry is detailed in this document. You take, for instance, Ministry of Education. What is the impact of that ministry on the citizens? If the mandate says they are going to increase enrollment with 2 million, what percentage of that 2 million have been achieved? And if it has not been fully achieved, what are the impediments? What were the constraints? Was it as a result of funding? Was it as a result of conflicting administration of that particular mandate? And what are the expected outcomes and the way out? So that is provided in this particular document. Policies and projects implemented throughout the period. It contains up-to-date information on what the outgoing government has accomplished, what is yet to be achieved, major challenges, and the advisories for the future. The third document you are receiving this afternoon, Your Excellency, is policy status update. In a bid to preserve institutional memory and support the efforts of the incoming administration, the policies implemented by all the ministries, extra-ministerial departments, and agencies under the Buhari administration has been carefully compiled and organized to show the period each was developed, the key objectives of that policy, the status of implementation, the key achievements, and what remains to be done. So these are the 3 documents that are contained in the white box, which Mr. President will be handing over to you this afternoon. These documents represent years of hard work, strategic planning and implementation. They provide a comprehensive overview of the administration's achievements ongoing projects, and priorities for the future. With the foundation laid by the President Muhammadu Buhari Administration, President-elect His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, has a solid platform to build upon and continue the journey towards a prosperous and thriving Nigeria. We hope the incoming administration will find these documents useful and utilize them as a basis for defining its policy direction. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is now my singular honor and privilege to invite the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, to preside over the transmission of the handover documents to President-elect His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. I thank you for your kind attention and patience, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.